Hello, my little Pisces. This is Lily Rose, and I'm here to do your tarot card reading. This is timeless. If it doesn't resonate, check out your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, okay? Also, I'm an intuitive reader, so if I say something and it doesn't make sense to what your story is going with, that is just because I'm talking to someone in particular on here, okay? So just disregard it. Okay, we're coming in with the full moon. Balance, spirituality, and prosperity, okay? So there's a need to balance. Maybe there's something, sorry about my lighting today, you guys. I lost my light. I freaking blew a freaking fuse, so my lighting sucks. So I'll figure it out later. Next round. Okay. So we got step out of your comfort zone. North node. It's time to release negativity. Expect powerful changes and balance spirituality and practicality. So there's a time to be maybe more practical instead of more us Pisces. We like to live in la la land. You know, that's where we're comfortable because the real world sucks. So, you know, but it is, everything's about balance, and maybe it's time to get out of that kind of fantasy world, and it's time to kind of like, you know, get more practical. There are going to be powerful changes. We are in retrograde. I'm not sure what these changes are about. Everyone's going to be different, right? And you do have the full moon in Pisces. And you have this full moon in Scorpio. It is time to release negativity. So you're probably releasing negative people, negative things, negativity, which is what we should be doing in a retrograde, okay? You probably have, you know, many things coming back from the past. It's all about the past, right? But stepping out of your comfort zone, North, no, there's going to be something you're going to have to just, and maybe like, oh, okay, so it has to do with your home. You know, stepping out of our comfort zone. Pisces, it's weird because we don't like change, but at the same time we need change, right? Otherwise we get bored. So there's a need to like maybe work on your home, do creative things at home, balance out your, you know, your home life. You may be cleaning house or getting rid of things that you don't need. Okay. What's going on with expect changes? What's these changes about? What are these changes about? Grieving and friendship. So, and then travel. Okay. So it looks like you're taking care of yourself. You're not really focused on love. Maybe you're trying to heal some more. I love healing. It's just fun. Just keep healing, right? But maybe you're going through some sort of grieving process. Okay. It's eternal love shines. Forever open your heart. A new start beckons. Passed away loved ones are connecting. So someone's coming in here. Someone could be missing you. Okay. It could be a friend, but you're finding your soul family. You're finding the people that you connect with. Someone is trying to talk. Let go and trust. Your soul partner is seeking you. You're understanding someone loyalty. Wait, what? You've underestimated someone's loyalty. Oh, so someone's a little bit more loyal than you thought. You might have like someone that likes you right here. They could be at a distance, emotional or physical. You need a break. You're protected. Travel will bring you the change the change that you need. Get out of your comfort zone again. Ew, you guys are gonna have to this people that are this person may make you nervous, or they may make you come and believe in the impossible. I totally believe in the impossible. I like to dream, right? But there's something that you're gonna have to really like. Maybe going away. Some of you may be going away with someone, and it is gonna make you. You know, you're gonna have to just dive in. You're gonna have to take a leap of faith. And we are planners. You know, we do like to plan, but at the same time, we are free spirited. So there is that weird balance. Some of you could be selling a home, buying a new home. But put your boundaries in place and clean out your clutter. Again, like I said, some of you guys are cleaning out your clutter, but there's a need for you to keep your boundaries up, okay? Especially with people, and there needs to be balance. If you're a giver, you know, make sure that you're not being too big of a giver, right? Okay, what's going on with this balance and spirituality? I do feel like you're meeting your soul family. I do feel like there is somebody here that is thinking about you. You might be grieving something and look at you got the love angel. I do feel like you have spirit watching over you on the other side. This is having compassion and affection. Love is coming. Love yourself and love will come. Angels is working behind the scenes. So again, the man behind the curtain. Sometimes we feel like things are not going to happen, but they're happening behind the scenes, right? Second chakra archangel Ariel. This is get creative, self-expression, closeness with others. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Inspiration. And second chakra is the freaking. Okay. You may be starting some sort of new creative venture. There is some sort of need to be creative with your change or what you're going through, or get creative on like how you're grieving. Like maybe if you've never meditated, meditate. If you've never done yoga, do yoga, right? Everyone's got a different way of, or like I started listening to those, God, what are they called? Where it's just like music. I don't know what they're called. I'll think of it. But it's numbers. So it's like 177 or something like that. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, do like, share, and subscribe because I will be picking people to do a free bonus reading for whoever gives me the most likes, okay? Let's see what's going on here. Ooh, look at that. Some of you have a man holding a heart. That is, this person could have your heart and that's what you're grieving. Some of you guys may be trying to move on, okay? You've got a lot of chakras going on, so I'm not sure if you've had an awakening or this person awakened you. Everyone's story is going to be different. That's not for everybody. But you've got a lot of like chakra work, opening your heart, you know, maybe forgiving. You may need to travel somewhere to get some sort of balance. Yeah, heart center, Raphael. Ready to receive love. Heart chakra is healing. So you're in the process of healing, or this person's in the process of healing, okay? We've got heart chakra, heart chakra, heart chakra. Like, you have to be open up. You have to be vulnerable. But at the same time, have your boundaries up and make sure you're not letting just random ass people come in, okay? I'm going to see what's going on with these cards. I just got this deck, so we will see. What does Pisces need to know? How can I help her? How can I help him? And I do masculine and feminine, you guys. I don't do gender. If I say him or her, it's masculine and feminine. So I'm old. I've been raised that way. So there's no disrespect. It just is what it is. Okay, too many. I'm taking that one. Extra. Ooh, like I said, be careful for people that are dramatic or extra or trying too hard, right? People might be trying to get your attention and might be like, what is that called when someone love bombs you or something? So be careful for the love bombers out there that say they can give you the world and they can't give you shit. You got recalling, memories, missing someone, reminiscing. So yeah, you guys could be either mirroring each other, right? Or this is just you, or this is just them, right? Everyone's going to be different. Okay. Damn, that one flew out. Someone's cleansing, detoxing, writing the negativity. Your person's cleansing. Your person might be going through dark night of the soul. There is memories, thinking about each other, missing somebody. And then you got frenemy, fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions. Be very careful because if you're having a glow up, right, and you're loving yourself, which it looks like you are, and it looks like you're taking care of yourself, be careful of those kind of people, right? Those people do not like people to be happy. I don't know why, but that is just the way that it is, okay? So be very, very careful on who you let in your life right now, Pisces, okay? Have your boundaries up. Busted, detective work, secret exposed, surprise, and shocking. So you may bust somebody that's not genuine because you're listening to your intuition. If you've been opened up, right? Your intuition's on fleek. You're going to know who's honest and who's real. That's just the way it is. Really listen to your intuition there, Pisces. Look at love affair, player, third party, hooking up, possible STDs. Okay, for some of you, be very careful because be careful who you give yourself to. I'll say that, okay? Someone could have been a player and you're grieving this player, or this player is grieving you. Maybe this person's not a player anymore. There could have been a third party. For some of you, this could have been someone that you just hooked up with. Hopefully you guys are being careful and rubbering up. You don't want STD. I hate that card. I'm like, God, what's like the worst card to get out of a reading? Especially when it's a general. Look at opposites attract, bad boy, difficult beliefs, insane attraction, balance each other out. So this person may have been a bad boy. Maybe they still are a bad boy, but they're a good boy for you, okay? I always say it takes the right person. You know, when I was young and hot and whatever, I got what I wanted and I did what I wanted, right? As you get older, you get humble and you realize that, you know, what's important is in the inside, you know, and not everyone's able to be like that, right? And so, but this comes from insecurities, right? I was insecure. That's why I thought looks mattered, right? I don't think looks matter anymore. I mean, obviously I have to be attracted to someone, but we all know that the inside is way better, right? But there is this insane attraction towards this person. It looks like this person's obviously attracted to you, but they're trying to clear something out here. What is that going on? Maybe they're trying to get rid of enemy friends. You know, maybe they're dealing with third party and people that are not, you know, good for them. And then you've got feeling it again, real connection, affection, and sparks fly. If you don't know who this is, you're about to know, okay? Because this person is here. Let me see what else I want to pull. Pull these. I do feel like some of you maybe got cheated on. This could have been a past person and you're still grieving that person. That's, you know, not for everybody, but that is a possibility. For some of you, maybe someone just thought the grass was greener on the other side. Fired up, fuming with rage, overwhelming explosion of emotions, very angry. Ooh, okay. Ooh, someone may not like that you caught them in action. Maybe you caught somebody cheating. Reflection, dark, what I say? Dark night of the soul, dark shadow, facing inner truth, seeing the true colors. So someone is looking at themselves. They are going, maybe they were a player. You know, they're needing to look at their shadow side, or this is you. Maybe you were the player. I don't know, right? Everyone's going to be different. What's going on with right here, this man? What's going on with this man holding a heart that Pisces is highly having a crazy attraction to? Conflict. Clashing differences, God, these words are long. This person is in a lot of conflict. Could be due to their ego. Which, what is ego? And ego is fear too, as well, right? They could be having problems with their arrogance, having too much pride, being stubborn, holding back. Okay, this person, you know, no one's perfect, okay? But this person, maybe this is what they need to heal, right? Their ego and their pride. Okay, and then you have getaway. You might go on a vacation or like a short vacation with somebody here. Pisces, one more. That's too many. We don't want all that. That's too many as well. Okay, let's see. Or this is you, Pisces, if you have an ego or pride. I mean, you're going to know where you're at, right? If you were dealing with a player, then you need to chill, right? If you were the player, it looks like you need to, you know, balance things out, right? Spirit. Protection, aurora, divine intervention, guardian angels shielding you. Yeah, this happened for, oh, shit. Okay, memories, reminiscing, dwelling, good times, looking back. So you two are definitely thinking about each other, okay? Spirit could be guiding you guys back together. But we have to heal, right? We have to go through dark night of the soul. We can't bring in old toxic behaviors that we've had. It won't work, right? But this separation, it looks like there's a separation, obviously, because you're mourning this person and you're trying to move on, had to happen because there's lessons that needed to be learned. And we probably went through a whole cycle together, right? This looks like we've been in separation. We've learned, we're healing, we're doing cycles together, right? And some of you have a twin flame connection, reflection of souls, mirroring. You got mirroring twice. You got two mirrors. So definitely this could be your energy as well as theirs, right? They could have been, have their ego and pride because you caught them, like you now know, like, They were being dramatic. Okay. Your other half shared feelings. Again, some of you are on a twin flame journey. Some of you, this is just a high vibrational connection. Okay. And not everyone's in a twin flame journey. And if you don't believe in that, cool. I didn't used to believe in it either. Okay. But now here I am. I'm a twin flame reader. So let's see. I want to pull these. I was meditating earlier and these came out to me. So these are what I'm going to use. Okay, Pisces, how can I help them? How can I guide them? What do they need to know? Pisces, how can I help them? How can I guide them? Knight of Swords. So somebody is watching you. This person could be younger than you. Slave to love. Hot. Irresistible. So there is this like attraction here. Okay, you guys might be watching each other. And then you've got the Hermit going within. You guys could be working on something, or you could be collaborating by yourself. But this, in this deck, this Hermit's all about makes willpower stronger, collecting ideas, taking on road of love, ready to come out. So because the Hermit has the star, right? He's going to go towards his wish fulfillment, right? And he's got the star, but he's almost like looking at something else. So there might be something else you guys are focusing on. I do think there's a past loved one watching over you guys. I'm not sure if that's both of you guys. I do feel like you're getting help on this side. Look at Six of Swords, travel, movement forward. Don't be affected. Oh, don't be afraid of the kiss. Door leads to honey. Yeah, I think maybe there's going to be a little makeout section there. Five of Cups. Crying over spilled milk. Feeling rejected, right? Living in lack. Regrets. Ending of a game. Be free with oneself. So realizing that we don't need others, right? To feel good about ourselves, right? We have to remember that we don't get, gratification through others, okay? Look, Two of Cups. And they're both wearing masks. So you two you guys are both watching each other. You haven't told each other how you feel. You might be getting irritated with this person, or this person's getting irritated with you or themselves because there's no communication. We're in Hermit. Okay, what's going on with the Hermit? Hermit for Pisces. Hermit for Pisces. Like I said, 3 wands. Pisces, you might have multiple offers coming in. And men may be flawed, or masculine or feminine may be coming on to you, but you're not really interested here. You're kind of like in a hermit phase. It takes courage to say yes and sorry, I hate that I did these. And it takes strength to go forward. Some of you are starting to think about dating somebody else because there's no communication, but this is like, what's on the bottom of the deck? The Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's an attraction here. I feel like you might be like I said, having multiple options, and maybe you're thinking about starting to date. Or that's just them. It depends on where you guys are on the journey. This is the Knight of Cups. Right when you're about to move on, and you've closed off your energy, and you're grieving, and you're moving on, boom, they come in. That's how energy works, right? You might be already, when this person comes in, you might already be starting to date. Everyone's going to be different, okay? But we all know what the Knight of Cups is, right? They may contact you while drinking, or like after they've had a glass of wine or something. And then look at, you have the King of Wands. Usually this King of Wands comes and goes after what he wants, right? But he's in lack. Okay, he's not moving. Like I said, he could be going through, I think you're having a divine intervention, right? Because maybe you had, this person had to be pushed to go. Look, and you have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Listening to your intuition. What's going on with this Page of Wands and the Two of Cups? Page of Wands and Two of Cups. Okay. King of Swords. So like I said, some of you guys have multiple options. This person, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? It doesn't matter, a Virgo, it doesn't matter what sign they are. This is energies, you guys. Do not get fixated on signs, or you could pick the wrong person. No one's the wrong person, but you could, like, learn cycles all over again, and, whatever. We're not going to go down that road. I'll go on forever with that. Anyway, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, right? This person has not opened up emotionally at all. Okay, I don't think either one of these have. I'm not sure if you're dealing with an emperor or you just have multiple options, okay? There is regret here. There is lack here. You do have options. Okay. Let's see. Nobody will compare if you have options. I will say that. I mean, if you're having but we got someone with ego and pride here. If they can't heal that, Pisces, they won't come back. So, I'd hate to say, oh, wait for somebody. You have to listen to your intuition. Everyone's story is going to be a little bit different. When life sleeps, the stars awake. Love shines when the stars fall. What is that? The Seven of... Yeah. You've built something here with the Seven of Pentacles. You're both thinking about each other. But again, there's this longing here, right? Okay. Well, that one flew out. What is that? Holy shit. Ten of Pentacles. Legacy. Family. Building together. Making money together. I mean, this is the Mama Jamma card, right? Going for love. And don't ask questions. Relationship. This is coming into a connection. This is a relationship. And this is something you probably waited for and you're ready to go to calmer waters. But this person looks like they really want to take care of you. I do feel like they could have had some... They're not going to come back the same they were. I'll tell you that. So, there is a need to make sure when people come back, doesn't matter if you want an ex, don't take them back. That's fine. But I hear people out with grace, right? I believe anyone can change. If I believe people can't change, then what the hell am I doing here? I would just give up, What's going on with this King and this Five of Cups? This could be one person, like I said, or it could be multiple. But do you see as he takes off her clothes, do you see how much care he has, though, for her? He's very gentle and very kind, okay? And I do feel like, there was a need. There could be some sort of travel, like I said, but there's a need to go to calmer waters. And this person wants to come in with the Nine of Cups. They want to express their feelings. Maybe they're healing their ego and pride, right? This is a gift. Don't understand it. Even a lie helps you. Okay. The Magician. Sometimes, baby, you got to fake it till you make it, right? There could be, this person could be trying to manifest you or manifest you coming towards them as they just sit there because they don't want to do it. Seven of Cups. So you might be feeling the pull. You might be like dreaming about this person kissing you in the dark. Everything is the same in every color. Come out of the dark. Illusions. Yeah. Make sure to keep those like I said, you got to make sure to be careful with those fantasies, okay, Pisces? You don't want to fantasize too much and then, meet somebody and have unrealistic expectations because everybody's dream is going to be together or be different. Some of you will come together with this person. Some of you will not. Some of you, it may take 10 years to come with this person. Some of you may be pulled to another person. I mean, everyone is going to have a different story. Page of Swords, again. Definitely stalker energy going on here, but not creepy stalker. I think you're doing it too. Ten of Swords, like I said, endings are a new beginning, right? Some of you have left somebody in the past. It looks like you could have ended a connection with somebody that cheated on you, but they're going to get theirs. Okay, don't worry about it. And they may also, the person that cheated on you, that you were in a commitment with, you got 10 swords here, they may also be getting their karmic lessons, right? So don't worry about that. Everyone gets what's coming to them, and we don't need to worry about them. We just pray for them. That's how I feel. It's like, I don't want anyone to get karmic lessons. I don't want anyone to go through pain. But I do believe we all have to learn lessons because you have to treat people properly. This looks like, this would be somebody that you had built something with for some of you. Okay. Anyway, this is the, hope, blessings, renewal. There's a renewal here. The Star. For some of you, this person's done the work. They've healed their ego, their pride, their stubbornness to an extent. They need balance, right? But this is a wish fulfillment. Aquarius card here. Doesn't have to be an Aquarius, right? What's on the bottom of the deck? The freaking strength. They may need the strength to come forward, right? It's almost like they're going to drop their mask and come forward because there is a mask on the ground, but they still have a mask on. I don't think they're going to show you their true selves. Some of them may just like kind of poke you and like maybe text you. I don't know if someone's going to just like come out and say, oh my God, I have feelings for you. Two of Coins, harmony, balance, work life, advice, harmony in life. So some of you could be, like I said, needing balance, and maybe this person needs balance as well with their emotions. Give me one more clarification for this king. What's going on with this king right here? Be careful because it does look like somebody, 4 coins. Greed, fear, obsession, thoughts. They could be like overly obsessing about their thoughts. They're trapping themselves. That's what I mean. Every story is going to be different. Some of you, this person's going to come back, and some of you, they're not. Okay. And some of you, you'll get someone else. There's many soulmates, you guys. And sometimes it's like, oh my God, I'm never going to fall in love with someone like that. Yeah, you can. Yes, you absolutely can. You say that until, you know, someone walks in front of you. That's a blessing, right? So when you're not expecting it as well. I don't see a lot of movement from this person. I'm going to be honest. I feel like they're stuck. Military person, responsible, discipline, rules, and structure. So this person could be holding themselves back. And then you got the lady, beauty, empath, joy, and carrying advice. So you got the lady and the male, right? So there is a connection here. You guys might be opposite. There may be some sort of age difference. Okay. Or one of you's more like chill and like one of you's way more structured. Oh, wow. Passion, flame, desire, risk, love affair. Yeah, some of you, this person could have been with somebody else when you met them, and they had to close that cycle out. They needed to heal from that situation. Okay? Maybe they just started dating, but they weren't over it. And they needed to go deep within. And they needed to end that cycle. And you sat on that cycle with them. Not funny, but because there is attraction here. This is a pull. You're feeling the pull, Pisces. For those of you that are not feeling the pull, okay, you do have somebody that there is a mutual attraction to where you're thinking about. That's a fact. Just a soulmate, which a soulmate is not a bad thing because twin flame is very, very difficult. You know, so you have to really be like, okay, I'm going to go down this journey and we're going to figure it out together. And it's basically like Bonnie and Clyde. Court, official, law, judge, disagreement, conflict. Either you're going through a conflict with law, or you're getting divorced or something, or they are, but it's gonna be okay. And for some of you, this is just somebody that you can marry, or they could have been going through some sort of court battle. Journey, experience, choice, travel, movement. You guys, there's something about traveling. You're gonna travel with this person. Great fortune, well-being, fulfillment, dreams coming true. Yeah, this person is your freaking wish fulfillment. Oh, Lord. Something about you guys show these, you guys' eyes. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm going to have to close that one off. We're going to leave that there. Okay, let's see what your person... Actually, I'm going to sneak in just a little bit more about this person. Okay, let's get some clarification. What's going on here? I'm not going to take those. I want to do one at a time. Thank you. Storm, turmoil, coming ahead. It's about to come to a head. We've closed out a cycle here, okay? We're ready for things to start changing, right? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Some of you have slept with this person before. Some of you haven't. You're just fantasizing about them, and they're fantasizing about you. Yeah, there's a lot of sexual chemistry. For, I would say, a huge 70% of the people I'm reading for, 80% even, you're feeling the pull. You're listening to your intuition. You've been healing, working on yourself, raising your intuition, okay? Yeah, some of you are ending somebody with something forever. You could have gotten, some of you could have gotten a divorce. You got breakup, forever, and endings. And then you might hear from that person. But for some of you, this is just the person that you're like highly sexually attracted to. And then you got whole inner growth. I want to pull one more on that with the journey. But some of you are not going to get back with someone. And maybe you're not going to get back with multiple people. You could have multiple people coming back from the past, right? But there is one that stands out above the rest, obviously. You could have had a one-night stand with this person, like I said. But it says SEX is a rocking and a rolling, baby. So good luck with that. Okay. And maybe this is what you're going to have a hard time with. Because you're going to be shy. Yeah, look at enemy, watch your back. I do feel like, oh, third party. Yeah, somebody's been trying to keep this connection. For some of you, there's someone on the outside that's tried to keep this connection from coming together. But human beings can't mess with the divine. The divine is the divine. Humans are nothing compared to the divine. Well, not, you know what I mean. You can't, that is jealousy. That is disgusting. I hate it when people try to keep people away from each other. Go get your own life. Go do your own thing. Go mind your own damn business, right? Some of you could actually have an enemy that is trying to keep you away from this other person, and they're going to sidetrack you. Be very, very careful who you let in. Okay? You could have an ex-person that's coming back to try to detour you. Be very, very careful. There could be some sort of temptation going on there. I'm scared you will reject me. Yeah. I think this person has insecurity issues or had them. I need to tell you the truth. Yeah, they need to take their mask off. Okay, one more, please. Pisces. Oh my God, so many cards. I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. Yeah. So, you know, if you've never felt this way about somebody, like a pull, right? Like an intense pull, you're going to run. That's freaking weird. It's scary, right? Oh my God. I just lost that card. Oh, this person is afraid of commitment. So this is the player. They're only afraid of commitment because they're scared to get hurt. They have abandonment wounds. Hopefully they're working on that, right? Okay. What did I just say? Oh my God. I've been working on myself and I'm not the same I was before. Yeah. Oh my God. Do not cry. It is very hard to heal, especially when you have such deep-rooted childhood wounds. It's not easy to heal that shit. You know what I mean? And so this person's actually changed, which most people do not change. So like I say, give everyone grace. Right? You guys may not even know this person's coming back, or this person's even thinking about you like this. Yeah. I let people manipulate me into ghosting you. Some of you could have been ghosted by this person, okay? I ran because I wasn't ready for you. Yeah, I don't think this person was ready for commitment. They probably just wanted to play in your pants. I'm not sure, but they sure think of you differently now, and they're not going to come back. They're growing up, right? So, and you got the page of wands, or the page of wands to the king of wands. I mean, the page of swords to the knight of, or the king of swords. There is elevation there. Okay. So, I wish you nothing but the best. This connection looks hot. So I'll leave it on that. God bless.